What about sleep? How important is that to our life?
Sleep is another culprit, and especially in our society, especially here in Silicon Valley with our fast-paced careers and lives. And I think I have another slide on that. And sleep deprivation, poor quality sleep, causes really a lot of the same chronic medical problems as the other lifestyle behaviors and attitudes I've discussed. So there can be a cognitive impairment and irritability. It affects the immune system. It also can predispose one to having a higher risk for developing diabetes and heart disease, as well as a risk of obesity and all the problems that go with that. So
that's very interesting.
Right. They all work together, unfortunately. These lists start looking very similar to one another.
So just from a general standpoint, everybody's needs are different, but just generally speaking, what would you say is the recommended doctor? What would you recommend as the amount of sleep one should have? What time should they target to go to sleep at night? And maybe there's timelines when the body begins to heal itself or function.
Well, yes, and we have a biological rhythm, but because we're inside so much and because we're exposed to artificial light so much, we've sort of lost some of that our biological clock is a little offset. We sort of deify the night, but yet we can't get to sleep because we have some stimulation, because of some of the computers, the TV. So we want a regular sleep, we call it sleep hygiene. And a lot of times rituals are helpful, sort of kind of settling down into sleep. And remember, we tend to want to take something to go to sleep or take a mood-altering substance to go to sleep. But ultimately, sleep is not about going to sleep. It's about letting go of being awake. And it's, again, like we were talking about with stress, it's letting go. Sure. And that's what's hard for us to do sometimes.